Now to the interview you'll see only on 10. Norfolk Mayor Kenny Alexander is talking about the highly controversial Virginia natural gas pipeline.
And despite protest and court proceedings, the pipeline is moving forward. Mayor Alexander sat down with our Andy Fox today. Andy, he says his hands are tied.
Yeah, hands tied. That was one of the takeaways from the interview, and that the workers down here who are working on the pipeline will be moving forward as they're working through the night here. We asked him about this letter, the letter sent to him by VNG's president. Mayor Alexander concerned about what is written about fear-mongering and about the city.
I agree 100%.
Norfolk Mayor Kenny Alexander agrees that Virginia Natural Gas has failed in transparency on the gas pipeline project.
VNG has not been very transparent. Their public engagement certainly has not been as good as it should have been. There are still questions about the depth of the pipeline and what's the probability of the pipe failing.
Alexander equally adamant that the courts, the State Corporation Commission, and federal permitting agencies all agree the pipeline is going through, and any hope that an escape clause in the city easement to stop the project will fail for the city if challenged in court.
If Norfolk would try to exercise a reversion clause under safety, that question has already been answered by a court of record.
The mayor is concerned VNG and its president, Jim Kibler, have been tone deaf in the public hearing part of the controversial project.
I disagree with his assertion of the concerns that the city has raised and the residents have raised. I disagree with his assertion that it's fear-mongering. I think there are legitimate concerns.
Mayor Alexander worries about residents' concerns about safety, and Kibler's assertion the chance of disaster is like 1 in 10 million.
I want an engineer's report. I would like that to be quantified by an engineer.
Mr. Kibler finally admits to the city that this is indeed a transmission line, 24-inch transmission line, and not a distribution line, as VNG has said from the start of this project. I have reached out to Mr. Kibler. He was traveling today, unavailable for any type of a one-on-one interview, which we are hoping to get so that we can go to him with some of these questions. I'll have more on this story as it develops in Norfolk. Andy Fox, 10 on your side.